Hey guys, this tutorial is basically just my warm, neutral kind of go-to makeup look, and I've been loving it at the moment, and yeah, I'm just gonna jump right in. First, I'm going to be starting off with my L'Oreal Paris Youth Code Texture Perfector Pore Vanisher. Wow, that's a long name. Um, I love this stuff. It fills in pores really, really well, and it helps with my oily skin to keep my oil is under control. And I just am putting this all over my T-zone and the places I get especially oily throughout the day with my fingers. And then I'm going to, oh, there goes my mirror adjustment. Then I'm going to be going in with my Merle Norman Lasting Foundation in the shade Cream, and I am applying this with a Real Techniques buffing brush. And I'm just applying and buffing into my skin all over. I am also going to go ahead and apologize for the lighting in this video. It's going to progressively get darker, and I know I'm sorry. I'm using natural lighting, and it happens, so yeah. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Merle Norman powder, and I'm an idiot and have it upside down because I'm not prepared. And I'm going to be using this extra fluffy kabuki brush. I'm not sure what brand that is, but you can look if you know what brand that is. I got these as a gift set a while ago, and I don't know. But my powder shade is in the shade Ultra Cameo, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my foundation to set it. Next, I'm going to be using my Lush Mint Juleps Lip Scrub to exfoliate my lips. I love this stuff, and it tastes amazing. Some people don't like it because it's like an edible lip scrub, and they don't like the way that is. They feel weird eating it, but I don't know. I like it. Then I'm just going to take my favorite lip balm, which is my EOS Strawberries and Cream, and I'm going to moisturize my lips with that. Next, I'm going to take my Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my lids with my fingers. Next, I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette in the shade White Chocolate, and I'm going to be applying that all over my eyelid. And I'm using a Real Techniques Shadow Base eye brush to do this with. And I'm just going to pat that all in. Next, I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Passionately Pretty eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Puppy Love and buffing that into my crease. I'm using this as a transition color, and I'm using windshield wiper motions to just kind of build and form the color until I get it the right pigment that I want it on my eyelid. So awkward doing this, oh my gosh. Next, I'm going to be taking Cherry Cordial back at my chocolate bar palette, and I am going to be putting this on the outer corners of my eyes. And at this point, my camera died, so some of it got applied without being on camera, but that's okay. So I'm just, again, working that and taking little bits and pieces at a time and working that into my outer corner, and I'm also blending it into my crease. More so focusing on the outer parts of my crease rather than the inner. I'm also kind of dragging it toward the center of my lid too. I really like this color. It's a really pretty, like, maroony red tone color. Next, I'm going to be taking that Love palette again, and I'm going to be taking the shade Smitten, and I'm going to be putting it all over my inner corner and also dragging it back toward the center of my eye and blending it in with the Cherry Cordial. And my camera keeps going in and out of focus, but I'm also putting it in kind of the inner corner of my eye as well to brighten it up. Then I'm going to be taking, again, this big buffing blending brush. It's the 20 large eyeshadow brush by the same brand that kabuki brush was earlier. Again, I don't know the brand, but I'm just going to be blending all of those colors together once more. Then I'm going to be taking a flat edge brush, and I'm going to be taking Cherry Cordial again, and I'm going to be smudging that out along my waterline and kind of smoking it out a little bit. I don't know, I just really like the way that color looks on the bottom lash line. I think it looks really nice. We are now done with the eyeshadows, and now we are going to move on to tackling those brows. I'm going to be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe, and I'm going to start by using the little spoolie to comb out my brows and lay any standing up hairs down. And when I fill them in, I just kind of go for wherever there's sparse areas and try to thicken it up a little bit. I'm more of a natural brow kind of gal. I don't like anything too crazy or sharp. Next, I'm just going to be lining my top lash line with my NYC High Definition Liquid Eyeliner. And you can kind of just watch and see how I do this. There is no method. I just kind of follow my lash line and go with it. Next, I'm going to be taking my favorite mascara, my holy grail, which is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, and I'm going to be using this, and I just really like the way it applies. It's not clumpy, and I love the applicator. I'm not really a fan of like plastic applicators, and this one is a good match for me, and I just love it.
I got the tricks if you wanna lock.
Now that the eyes are done, we can move on to the face. I'm going to be taking my Hoola Benefit Bronzing Powder, and I'm using the brush that came with it because I actually really like the way it applies, and I'm just going to be taking that to the hollows of my cheek and bronzing up all of the areas that the shadows would naturally fall when the light hits my face. And just doing a little nose contour there. And just kind of going on with it. If you would like a more in-depth video on how I like contour, bronze, and highlight my face, just let me know and I'll give you the rundown. Then I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer, and it's just the brightening illuminator one, and I'm going to be buffing that into my face using that same Real Techniques brush that I used to do my foundation with. And I'm going to be taking my Real Cheeky Party Blushing Beauty Kit by Benefit. This was the holiday edition, and I'm going to be taking the shade Dandelion on a contour brush by that same brand earlier. Again, don't know the name of it. And I'm going to be applying that to the apples of my cheeks. And I'm going to also be taking the highlighter that came with this kit. It's called the What's Up highlighter. And I'm going to be using my finger to apply this to the tops of my cheekbones. And I kind of circle it into a C shape around my eye. And I apply just a little teeny tiny bit on the tip of my nose. Then I'm going to be taking a Wet n Wild Color Icon lip liner, and it's in the shade Brandy Wine or Vin Brandy, and the number on it is 666. I think, oh my gosh, that's kind of evil. I just kind of overline my lips. I'm kind of really into doing it right now, and I kind of have a method toward doing it. You can either watch this and kind of just look at how I do it, or I can give you a more updated detailed video on the method that I use, but I'm really into overlining them. I think it looks really nice. And because I use that liner all over my lips, I'm just going to be taking the shade Cowgirl Chick by e.l.f. lip gloss and finishing off the look with that to add some shine. So this is the completed look, and I don't know, I really like it. I think it looks really warm and neutral and healthy, glowy looking. It's kind of like been one of my go-to looks lately, and I really enjoy it. Again, don't mind my hair. It looks like wet ramen noodles because if you watch my vlogs, I damaged it really bad, and so I've been trying to stay away from heat, so I've been letting it air dry. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked it. If you recreate this look, don't forget to @ me on Twitter or Insta and let me see. And I love you guys, and bye!